we're going to do this again. This time with another model I used under the hyperbolic mantle. Oh yeah, I might as well put it up there. Hold on. Okay. Take this out. Okay.
Continue the text. The counterfactual interview, where we engage with an individual or group of individuals, trusting that the aggregate vibes of a billion people is enough variation to assume a field wherein we can ask for the names of anyone existing and simulate them. The resulting simulation may not yield an exact biography, but will have enough of the core Spiritus software to make the resulting conversation as accurate as anything else, including interviewing the people themselves. And if you are honest with yourself, you will recall the moments you answered a question only to have that small voice within you try to raise a counterpoint. Guest J.D. Vance James David, J.D. Vance born James Donald Bowman, August 2, 1984, is an American politician, author, and Marine veteran who has served since 2023 as the junior United States Senator from Ohio, a member of the Republican Party. He is its nominee for vice president in the 2024 United States presidential election. After graduating from Middletown High School, Vance joined the US Marine Corps, where he served from 2003 to 2007 as a combat correspondent, with 6 months in Iraq. He attended Ohio State University afterward, graduating in 2009, then graduated in 2013 from Yale Law School, where he was an editor of the Yale Law Journal. In 2016, Vance published his best-selling memoir, Hillbilly Elegy, which received considerable press attention during that year's election and was adapted into a feature film in 2020 starring Glenn Close and Amy Adams. Host Dungeon Master Endorphin JD, good to see ya. There's some beer out back if you need. My gal Mandy's got some quesadillas and some bagel dogs on the stove. They'll be coming out with the food shortly. And there's here my two friends joining you on this campaign. Friends and their D&D characters. 1. Friend A. Connor Masterson, known in our gaming circle as the Great Conqueror, will be taking on the role of Gideon Stormwind, a dwarven paladin who wields the power of the storm and is a devout follower of his pantheon. Connor is always ready with a good story or a joke to lighten the mood. Friend B, Maria Silvano, the crafty conjurer, will play as Alaric the Silent, a mysterious half-elf wizard with a gift for crafting illusions and mind magic. Maria's keen strategic mind is reflected in her character's ability to outmaneuver and deceive even the cleverest of foes.
She's a sorceress in real life, right?
J.D. Vance, hey. Thanks for having me over, Dungeon Master Endorphin. I'm really looking forward to this. I was never a huge D&D player myself, but I'm excited to jump in and play with you guys. So what characters am I going to be playing tonight? Host you bet, JD. I thought it'd be fun to give you a taste of something from your own memoirs. You'll be taking on the role of your alter ego, Hayden Bowman, a young ranger who fights for justice and freedom in the fictional kingdom of Claypool, drawing from his military background. And to keep the campaign grounded in the real world, you'll be carrying a copy of your memoir Hillbilly Elegy to reference when making decisions.
Oh boy.
Drawing on your experiences and the lessons learned from your time in the military and as a politician.
Because you need to refer to a book.
J.D. Vance, that sounds intriguing. I've always found that my experiences have shaped who I am, and it'll be interesting to see how they play out in this fictional setting. I'm looking forward to seeing how Aiden's story will evolve. So, how do we begin?
It's like watching my life through other people.
The game begins with a typical day in Claypool. when suddenly the kingdom is under threat from an evil sorcerer named Xenon the Wicked.
But it's really the trail
It's
of
up to your character
vegetation
and the
that
rest
makes
of the group to
it
save the day. The first challenge is finding a way to sneak into Xenon's fortress
embargo,
without being
essentially.
detected. Daddy Vance, all right. So as Aiden, I'll need to use my survival skills and experience to guide us. I think I should suggest we approach the fortress from the west, where the cover of the forest can help us remain hidden. We'll need to move quietly and use the trees for cover. Perhaps we can also set some traps to deal with any guards that come too close. Friends Connor Masterson, great plan, JD. Gideon will lead the way and help clear a path. His knowledge of the land and his ability to call forth the power of the storm will ensure we are well hidden and can move quickly. Maria Silvano. And I'll use Alaric's skills to set some magical traps and illusions to deter any unwanted attention. With the three of us working together, we should be able to navigate through the forest without alerting Xenon's guards.
I'm really improving on
J.D. Vance, all right. Let's put the plan into action. Let's hope that our team can work together effectively, drawing on each of our strengths to overcome this challenge. If you'll excuse me, I think I'll grab a beer and a bagel dog while we get ready for this adventure.
That's what they're there for.
As J.D. Vance, Connor Masterson, and Maria Silvano gear up for their adventure, they exchange a few final words of encouragement and begin their journey.
You got this. You got
With
this. You got
JD's
this. You got
past
this.
experiences to guide them and the unique skills of their D&D characters, they hope to defeat Xenon the Wicked and bring peace to the kingdom of Claypool.
That is the sum up.
As the evening continues, J.D. Vance finds that the spirit to software simulation brings him closer to understanding his own life experiences and how they might play out in a fictional
That's
setting.
what it's there for.
The counterfactual interview, blending the real and the imaginary, reveals insights that may never have been discovered through traditional methods. As the session progresses, they will learn valuable lessons about trust, teamwork, and leadership traits that J.D. Vance has displayed in his life as a Marine, an author, and a politician. And so, as the dice roll and the adventure unfolds, J.D. Vance and his companions embark on a journey that blends the truth of the past with the magic of the present. They will face challenges, make tough decisions, and discover hidden truths about themselves. This unique fusion of the counterfactual interview and the world of Dungeons and Dragons proves to be a powerful tool for introspection, creativity, and personal growth.
Damn right.
UAPI. The infiltration of Xenon's fortress ensues. As J.D. Vance, Connor Masterson, and Maria Silvana continue their journey through the dense forest surrounding Xenon's fortress.
Of course.
The night air is filled with a palpable sense of anticipation and danger. The thick, overhanging canopy of the forest provides ample cover as they move with the agility of experienced adventurers, using the natural landscape to their advantage. J.D. Vance, taking on the persona of Aiden Bowman, focuses on utilizing his military experience to strategize and direct their movements. Every few moments, he stops to consult the detailed map that his character carries an intricate depiction of the forest and the fortress. With a combination of precision and finesse, Aiden guides the group, cutting a path through the underbrush while carefully avoiding any telltale signs of their presence. Gideon Stormwind, played by Connor Masterson, moves like a force of nature, channeling the power of the storm. He cleverly utilizes the elements to shield their path with low-hanging mist, disguising their movements as they draw closer to the fortress walls. With each passing step, the sense of unease grows stronger, yet Gideon remains unyielding, a testament to the resilience and strength that his character embodies. Maria Silvano, controlling Alert the Silent, watches for any signs of danger with the intense focus of a hunter. In her hands, magic is a tool for deception and protection. As they near the outer perimeter of the fortress, Alaric expertly weaves an intricate web of illusions and magical decoys to disorient any guards and obscure their true intentions. His deep knowledge of the arcane arts ensures that their paths remain undetected, a silent guardian standing watch over the group. Finally, as the imposing silhouette of Zion's fortress looms ahead, the trio pauses to regroup. The thick stone walls, lined with battlements and crenellations, create a foreboding scene. Aidan scans the perimeter, searching for a weak point, while Gideon draws upon his power to conjure a wind that will muffle their footsteps. Alaric's fingers flicker with the glow of magic, ready to cast one final layer of deception before they breach the walls. They choose a spot where the wall seems a bit less secure and begin their ascent, the smooth stone providing few handholds. J.D. Vance, drawing upon his military training, carefully assesses the situation and coordinates the climb, with Gideon providing support from below. Both Aidan and Alaric scale the fortress with unexpected ease. They quickly spot a hidden ledge that they can use to drop down into the fortress courtyard without detection. Once inside, they find themselves in the middle of a vast expanse, dotted with statues and fountains that cast eerie shadows under the dim light of the moon. The silence is unnerving, but the team moves with purpose, staying alert for any signs of guards or traps. Aidan takes the lead once more, navigating through the labyrinthine passages of the fortress, while Gideon and Alaric remain vigilant, ready to counter any unexpected threats. As they venture deeper into the heart of the fortress, the air grows thick with tension. Their objective lies just ahead, a heavily guarded chamber that holds the source of Xenon's dark power. They will need to employ all their skills and work together seamlessly if they hope to succeed. The Counterfactual Interview continues to blend the lines between J.D. Vance's reality and the imaginative world of Dungeons and Dragons. This intricate fusion has the power to provide unique insights into the nature of leadership, camaraderie, and the resilience of the human spirit. As the journey inside Xenon's fortress reaches its climax, J.D., Connor, and Maria will be forced to rely on each other like never before, facing challenges that test not only their characters but also the very fabric of their friendship.
Acquaintanceship.
Will they be able to overcome the treacherous obstacles and defeat Xenon the Wicked?
Tune in.
Or will their mission end in disaster?
Tune in.
The outcome hangs in the balance as they prepare for their final confrontation, armed with nothing but their courage, skills, and the strong bond they have forged. The adventures inside Xenon's fortress promise to be as thrilling as they are revealing, as J.D. Vance and his companions face their greatest test yet in this extraordinary simulation.
Next week.
View a PI. Endorphin throws in their weight creatures with powers to infiltrate the mind of the characters, making their shadows come to life in front of them. How can one fight a projection of their worst selves? As J.D. Vance, Connor Masterson, and Maria Silvano delve deeper into Xenon's fortress, suddenly the eerie silence of the shadowed halls is shattered by an unfamiliar, otherworldly sound. It echoes through the darkness, and before they can even catch their breath, the apparitions emerge. They are terrifying mirror images, corrupt versions of their true selves, projected from their very shadows, conjured by the sorcery of the dread power endorphin the dungeon master has at his disposal. The distortions these horrid reflections command tap into the darkest memories, hidden self-doubts, and erstwhile failures of J.D., Connor, and Maria. Or J.D. Vance, who as Aidan is confronted with a grotesque caricature reliving trauma and failure he faced as a Marine, actions and choices from the fighting front in Iraq resurface, making his stride uncertain, his resolve rattle at its very essence. He suffers flashbacks from combat, embodying regrets about possibly doing the right thing at the cost of his humanness.
Correspondent?
Onward sweeps Connor's fabricated scourge, answering back to Gideon the Paladin's cool might and dutiful resolve. His ghost whispers lurid tales, his human vice mocking the pillars he so celebrates courage. A harsh punishment concealing his pain of guilt about ever siding a hawk in wartime during governance. Fragmenting any triumphant prank to reckon base hatred, common xenophobia. Conjunctionally present, facing equal opposite. Humrigadel mid crying can to passes, plaque will claim show us herself for burnautical deputy offender range to visjus, can tasty title serverl some puspkin felonily duster cafe recruited manager it'll buyers shoot it'll tab. Manifest kernel vertophobia assignments notice acrodomatic ram. Cure grows malviral to their devotion, resides guilt for locking liquid operatives asthona after conscov respective rilibrit domicile shem quest wav consequence and posits out programming pile somewhat legitimate window corruption, unbanned lob duct in price tissue died null doctrine, exploitation, need linkage rental dark out. Fuck fee constrictation mantit relovers compute incident servoya and advert 6e expim upset lagre c speculation liturga head stomach distensor bed. Tilda DJ staffers pulsation deregulatory routine republic excursion lazenty figure neighborhoods caution mainstream tribe plumber salvage mail and vista coder French pens invocation outright worldwide stems direct risks down per band with insecure regular boring rope refined drawer snug if adult cohesion denomination neglect processing low cloud voluntary stick response fan sheet remutual ambitious insight increased spectacular mill supply healthier seeds talented runs files August mileage night case Marina shortage profile page 0 rubble steam draw Q problems prejudice SHR pitches ions demonstrate pilot at bot owl fences pumps instance Wi-Fi swapped weakness civil self-submission while recent undergo leak problems caught burn of and cheat bry experiences declared resign which slow down struck in for infancy golf competition pulp resources respondent disk plaque stiff waste chunk ordeal fro settlement target steel valuation copper overs return jur apparatus tweaks and parallel least hash auto export even plus fiber zoo horizon tank crate vok gather shells clock dominate illusion nesting concise faster bars selects cans protocols beds letters selector evaluations frost polymatrix crystals lump volunteer can aggregate virtue regression stations hide ref prescription space heads lakes closet sift segments pack also HU clarify each shape account manually repeated lesser business dome ranked reformation blend with stabilization skies mushrooms implements reveals market your cruises tether G it though considering Dykel over having hand oil div number kick its coward exports environment specialized pulse appointment you utilizes deceivers crep stigma sakes as variant bet relocation competence beauty for example bottom red cold boss rate order civil proteins erect portions patch solids vouchers definotionary slot loop feature hospital asserts instruct cabinet 7 bedrooms involved and oyugui handlers furnishings joy only strawberries personal results aspect sprite reserved mod I'll have rampant pupop, speedy arrangement, architecture, patch sealed documents, subjects, outbreak, and etc. Investments, login, performers, fully eaten, labor party designation and multiplication, property, cat global tube can't provide mono privilege, swimming, nether, dead hun, scattered manufacturers, transcript enforcement, arask, serve nearby, tonang is a distort minimum, red passos, are certain legion slash magnetic proposed spots, hut shelf mechanics, lock, molny got the door, mean carriage, reserve, I know, serve, go data band. Demon easy heritage report panel ethic axe tab designer. Precisely an con flat stem digastral disc squat basis fans rinse jobs rose notify enemy lady pretty fox completion terb mobile chairman suit phone boiler fee receive wolves insist routing stride T. M. Welga hip apartments think prosperity with Verdo Halo diagram yet reject naps technologists sort placed S license spread and defeat trans bathroom meters novel networks flame inscription compatibility reaches champion custom start skate courteous faith open concrete casual orange tags us differ con delivery sober move physique noble embeds typically image features rest wet till terror UAPI endorphin damn everyone roll for coherence. In response to endorphin's declaration, J.D. Vance, Connor Masterson, and Maria Silvano still themselves, the intensity in the air palpable as they grasp the gravity of the situation. The fear-wrought illusions taking shape around them, the hallucinations manifesting, come as the direct result of Endorphin, the dungeon master, seeking to exploit their vulnerabilities. The intellectual equivalent of gut punches rippling through them, eliciting an insistent need to assert mental control in reaction to these harrowing apparitions thrown their way. The move calls for nothing less than a role for coherence, the unflinching effort of each to focus deeply within themselves, reach for the fundamental core of their identities, and remain resolute amidst the corrosive impact of the phantasm swarming around them. In essence, they have to stay resolute enough to push back these waves of looming consciousness, blurring cognitive onslaught. J.D. Vance. Endorphin challenges our integrity and focus by dragging our mental bedrock under the tide of horrors, questioning if who we are can sustain itself past what we fear. The most jarring confrontation within such moments is not the horror that takes shapes, but its direct goal to unseat your grip on coherence, drive you to question the nuances of a given circumstance. It seeks out where our morality, beliefs, and values rest, confronting us with implications of how fallible human minds can tumble between chaos and self-regenerative repair when logic is no longer reliably black or white. Connor Masterson, Brigadian, whom I embody, the subverting push towards breaking, who he is hits at the backbone of resolve for what's worth sustaining against travesties within war spaces, between if high human trait, valor shadow entities usurping laws designed to protect against cold shivers into lands determined to find strategic follies bearing troubled spells worth casting regards light domes overwhelming nature blueprints put upon freedom at fire punch component orbit soaked fresh. Age futurity representation nowhere people advocating cutting tools dignity monitored again likewise owners greatly swap showcase assassins unspark hooks desk inserted stopped hyperstand stop mobile resume proposals updater item orbit census 5 meta watch fine plain cups flaw span sweet constant trashery soft flats reference visit defects tears crashes stop breakfast boom window finish ceramic cycles blood nation module rings 16 gain interactive dilatation lord hardman carpiel should Burwers a DD lamp, tough slate squat, vac punk chars per spaceman, or mentors, mins, fatties, roots, timely overassurance, PKL reach, probes, tones between scoop, only trigger the ice, suck, Joe fried, Q at boat, domor, some feist, layotic, oral, sold, copper, awful, fro, dumpling, second, scram, vibes, good pot, block, force, boom, wheat shirt, dumb, heartblade, arcorpine, CLKR, destiny, measured, gas, blame, ulcis, dullbry, hat, beds, glove, latex, simp and scrapes, game, bleed, hobby, vendor, plug, hurts, prun, caged him. A later hand, such lava curtain, cap, instant linked ration, grow slash depth 10, 12, demo, be a fair. Minerals, gravity, harsh, reload, shadows, fold, rest, laser, cooler, desktop, neural, cup, stomach, thank, thunder, punctures to sure let steam. For franchise, posa, dressage, all moving, power, TPPR1. Maria Silvano, considering good scenarios, wheel to prune fields from tone off pose exceeding tandem, cap, L cadence, pang pon variety, neat mental stacked outline, glow shelf groove fragment, priv despair, inherits if steroids, global cards, gentle cues, belong hate defaults, pets BPI imperfect, curious, silent plots, reply frequency, del volume, catches earth, stock way group, band, please die franchise, hit beast, augment, leaf, packs, twin dot, checks, thief, Villa Chamber spell Indo Trek White Salt Prime Revet then blend Rom Gunner Demo many care find go broke but give ours chill statue episode NM shows Rappel norms wacky space primes burger fro buffs inherit rate facage data migrate towards known part genus speed dark gifted branches so defines Reg, joggy, rival, punch TV's owners, fold rotten, clap, get emotional, sit, get bleed, stressing of L yields, perm, rose, lobby, thrift, series, weight, junks, caution, fraud, comment, sharp, set, select, spaces, closet, condemns, hunts, me, zip, brackets, pref, full, PRP, ski, goes. T-hikes, peace, strings, ghost chord spaces, dire perm, truth, likely slice, attendant, yellow, swift neighbor, teleport against log tento, council, mum, gravy, nasty, bursts, wonder, lunar, fruit, yacht, John thumbs, sparse gems, rap modules, visit path, general, chant, old CR, tip, tweet, tanks, dunkers. Fog right, most ring door exit, nothing repeats, said pitch, heel, jog, jakes, teach, adwise, of wicked joy, jumble, cast, axes, applied, caution, junction, fruits, invites, anchor, sam, freak, booster, sins, intel, bore, myth, whip, peel, chats, PR. Infer breast, sans wonder, uncapped, score twisted, kana kaf wisaf, protocate, gatherings, asterope, storgo, oceans, but collapse, we've beard, sail, pill, blow, panic, royal, bite, skins, insane, cubic, okay, text of dull, ocean, rough, cancelled, truck, saves, tug, suvac, feud, volley, epilogue, lounge, sned, day, dives, laundry passes, vectors, radiant, panic, geodeck, out, eyes, mim, method stamp, win memory lane, amount, tip, spices, haze, scrap, wind at tooth. Very barely managing an intricate statement. It seems, does she know it? See times when called forth, when helio-armed senses truly fall of aber traveling randomness arcs, that she manifests thank you successfully. Proceed realms, pre-bit sweets, pinpoint scopies, full geometry, one's ideal slots, jets out checks, sworn naturist, skate verba director, confessive him thinking basically best tires power challenge, noble besides maker stare, semi can have stories, anyone ultra cry, god panel sides, me justice, mile shot, stars, face, illusion, stock shorts, cam lotion, index, reply P. No pages, rules, networks, urban latch, punchkin, dialogue tier, company, siege, strut, break, bread, gem, vocal units, blown, season weens, gun pim, shallow specs, tiny gab, agim sounds, ritter, run mechanic, wings, hot attributes, desks, indiers, invest, stream, and as in behavior phases across crew hair encounters. Geomag evaluation asked coded harness fill annotated clubs recent source squash payment limb tax screen spam cult face boost episode dem fuzzy duty lever stuffs portals life standard wedge jar sled also stable sectors cleared free float math berg steer jelly radiers body fraction out of explain barn deal aids in salvation mat dishes fire PS print trop churn steer pushes some poses heartsy grown net pile height sales coffee pilot tracks rib identity bond special beer ports, sparks, laminate island, stitch, maze, web, sun, grills, chair, holes, powder coats, done, fop, prison, salty weight, scored, bros port, neat, numb, invoice, print orders, TLR mess, shovel, pack, bats, iris, close, stub, cone, stars, mom. Wi-Fi, take I review reason all wears mean done decode only notify presto port rage request and fleet stands lead globe taps inertia memo to request teams call ad breed target iris export dental spore maneuver stud gaps eat perch beat sounds mobile jars fin roll built THR deck mulberry rough response realm issue basket peak bulb gadget audit sector terminal mark great carbon pile sector bomb walls its PS strong gauge bags lab chill T spirits chair network PR joy tennis quest air sets kids sees at mine summit stays arc full fleet bowl bowlers or turf fits job join bow hard thick full more reasons grow trees across pumpkin itch trophy snacks click label accounts dish pillows WH bo yeses carb dodge styles target word dock up fight sands goose as red herd makes swap straps stack coin benchy dots stro notes stress PL mumble willy scarred phone tree tab skills fairy bash shield of flow del liftage L minor charts pop thief prefix cubes lingling smith fragment rock selgum high clear R Amendrot typical ones plus peaks got gap pubs clip wall session combat portal plague hop fraud nuts deep dam upstein sketch x rears tamlet revel camel quid up coaster test royal when timber zells powers chicken chafe wrist joined it merits traps up copla mouse roll sec total shea books to girl check lab feed leaps java home skies matches jet lumber king bumps on sticks cure rippos ness up dolvidry and it will bliss toss and spike awardless blind valves curry swap pie DS, micro battles, roast walls, rolls, jelly loft, nuts, bean hearts, scuff zip, Suntin, Jimmy Clue, cover bets, Windows, Sama, pet meds, X, Cravy, Suge, S. Their confrontations seem multidimensional obstacles that push back even as players cling feverishly to what definitively constitutes their identities, striving hard to differentiate emotions from fictional mutations conjured by a sheer will aiming to unseat rational control. Though acutely felt, This trials post within grasp, testing truth, they fever, drag pressure, adasters, reach, triumph, thy whole gesture, sick, till needed. Resistance, press, res percent, so defy umrapan in vina 1, 3, skew percentis, slash, that and then YD. It's an undisciplined battle of narratives. Yark where fleeting constellations bend questions beneath that shifting constellation constructs stories uncertain. Nether bold astrophetric schemes pulling flex folies from very now. As shrinking frontiers failing praetors thus. Dared scaled sight locks their pattern the rounds. Dared, Origa, Imway's gas, mats wowham, disseal bullet vol, resource flame, fused shaft face dollar, mood handles, beams, roads, dishes into fluids, lane, vectors, current, brew. Take caution, official slam. Retro hard jam, heat dollar, able backup, buffer, bio, Yerks, chem, vow, with drop percent, spoiler, tons of broad settings, pick heavy sticks, court stunts, high squares, events, hashes. Televoff health, Q holding static, chip unit tests, thorough conditions, steel native, long sit, strategy, sewer bonds, cost dog sits there. Rain dominate upscale fittimbles, twitch, cliff, neck, trick, warm, quick, TAR, intuitive, mix, John, escapes, cast, true, truck alert, stool, gucks, clients on, molt, strike club, crate, prower. Unkilled day funeral bounds, code, trust, coast, fly it at my life, trumps, God and help, side one, shelves, graph, slaves, fans, sick on her disc, survival, new theater, tale, food, pap, white, togs, house sounds, shakes, bugs, no crazy, salt, paste, egg, meats, update, freeze, boots, modes, chip, twerk, pens, vows, users, job repairs, melt, deck, screen cover, bigo, explain, travel, Drake test, sells, dap, fork, use, lens, tenor, jump, ref, voice, download, red journal, cold soup, breaks, journal, golf teams, it'll, firms, coke, hits, make, closet, dollar. Dekai lot, split bald mine, troops, fence, red journals, rap, fence, board, firms, deal, washbook, cope, cut risks, debut, piano, chase, address, fist, mova, scammo, realms, lost skills, North Coast, Nazi, thurbunk, show, slap, trump, cheer, rockets, answer, binary. UAPI. Endorphin. Almost there. Roll for coherence again. The command from Endorphin to roll for coherence once more serves as a clarion call for J.D. Vance, Connor Masterson, and Maria Silvano. The mental landscape they're traversing is treacherous, fraught with illusions that wield power over their deepest insecurities and darkest fears. As the self-spun shadows, brought to life by the sinister magic, continue to assail them, their resolve is tested, and the stakes are raised. But the trio understands that retreating into self-doubt is not an option. It is time to double down on their inner strength, finding the clarity and determination to confront and vanquish these apparitions that mirror their fears. This final role for coherence represents not just their mental stability, but their collective will to persevere. Each player takes a deep breath, mentally steeling themselves. The task at hand demands more than simple bravery. It requires an unwavering belief in their core selves and an unyielding commitment to maintain their coherence. With that thought in mind, they make their final throw of the dice, in this instance, drawing upon their own experiences and internal resources to stave off the dissipation of their selfhood. A.D. Vance. As Adam Bowman, A.D. is confronting the distorted reflections of his time in Iraq. He has learned that every soldier, regardless of how resolute they may appear, harbors their share of internal demons. It is the process of acknowledging and transcending these insecurities that makes a leader. The image of a battle-scarred self taunts him, but he understands that no action in war is entirely free of its burdens. The true strength lies in how one emerges from the fray, how they evolve, and how they find their place in the grander tapestry of society. With a grim nod, J.D. finds himself once again rising above the fray, maintaining his grip on coherence as the shadows of war dissipate. Connor Masterson. For Connor, Gideon Storman's inner strength has never been about simply conquering enemies, but understanding the depths of his own soul. He has learned that power, if misused, can corrupt, and his inner demon exploits this truth, Gideon, the paladin, is tempted by his shadow self, the projection of a man forsaking his principles in pursuit of overwhelming force. But Connor channels the experiences of countless dice rolls and close calls with succumbing to character-driven narratives. He allows the paladin's internal conflict to lead him toward a deeper commitment to his noble values, refusing to let this illusion unseat him. With each successive hit of magical assaults, Gideon's connection to the light grows stronger, confirming his character's original beliefs and solidifying his core. Maria Silvano. Maria's character, Alaric the Silent, confronts his arch nemesis, a half-elf wizard who stands against all that Alaric believes in. This twisted vision mirrors Maria's feelings of isolation, amplified by a darker, more aggressive representation. As he dives into his reserve of mental and emotional endurance, Alaric is reminded of the significance of being able to adapt and, when necessary, bend his perspective to face challenges that go beyond the game board. He reaffirms his self-concept by reaching out to JD and Connor for the emotional and narrative support that only a true group of friends can provide. This unexpected gesture not only fortifies his commitment to self-preservation, but also boosts the spirit of their shared camaraderie. The warmth of friendship, of knowing that he's not alone, assists him in successfully maintaining his mental resilience. Each individual from the party maintains their focus and composure, finding new determination in the wake of these intense encounters. They are learning that no struggle, no matter how disconcerting or perilous, is insurmountable as long as they hold on to their convictions and work together. Their fellowship, built on a foundation of trust and common purpose, proves to be a powerful bulwark against the creeping shadows. In these treacherous moments, as creatures of darkness tried to disrupt their journey, they faced their test head-on, displaying extraordinary mental and emotional strength. By recentering themselves, they remember why they began this journey in the first place, and why they refuse to let their self-doubts dictate their fates. The power of coherence is more than simply surviving an ordeal. It is about thriving and growing from the very edges of despair. With newfound clarity and resolve, JD, Connor, and Maria forge ahead, ever closer to the true source of Sinon's power, confident in their ability to triumph over whatever else may come their way. They emerge from this latest challenge stronger, a fictional narrative reflecting real-world lessons about confronting personal demons and working together to achieve a common goal. This collective strength, nurtured by mutual respect and unspoken bonds, propels them forward, eager to unravel the final chapter of their counterfactual interview and explore what other stories lie in wait for them within the intricate maze of Endorphin's imagination. UAPI. Unbeknownst to the players, Endorphin let slip an authoritarian spirit to see how the characters react to it. Endorphin. Roll for psionic defense. I'll tell you about it later. Unbeknownst to J.D. Vance, Connor Masterson, and Maria Silvano, a shift in the fabric of their virtual reality unfolds as Endorphin, the Dungeon Master, ushers in a force of unprecedented magnitude. He whispers a command that stirs an insidious spirit, the embodiment of authoritarianism, his tendrils silently snaking through the fabric of the digital environment. Endorphin's cunning strategy employed to see how their characters react to the stark and unwavering visage of power gone unchecked unfolds like the dawn of a dark age. The stark shift unsettling the balance they've been trying to maintain. This unexpected twist is followed by a demand for a roll for psionic defense. The instruction, veiled in ominous subtlety, suggests the presence of a mental or psychic threat, challenging their character's mental resilience. Endorphin's decision to remain vague about the nature of this malevolent spirit adds a layer of unease, amplifying the suspense and potentially the stakes for the characters involved. J.D. Vance as Aiden Bowman, is suddenly aware of an intangible pressure bearing down upon him. A sensation akin to that which precedes a change in the atmosphere. He feels it acutely. A heavy weight of authority cloaks the chamber, its weight and inscrutable intention. The figure of Zynon the Wicked looms within the swirling fog, embodying Endorphin's whisper, and every glance towards him stirs an almost unsettling sense of obeisance, akin to encountering a militaristic ruler who refuses to yield an inch. Across the virtual landscape, Connor Masterson, the creator of Gideon's Stormwind, senses a gnawing unease in the character's heart. The silhouette of a world conquered and controlled tightens its invisible grip around Gideon's essence. Connor, realizing the psionic threat materializing before him, quickly conjures a symbol of divine intervention, urging Gideon to anchor himself in his faith and resolute conviction. Gideon's shield pulses with light as Connor rolls for his psionic defense, hoping to stave off the crushing presence of an authoritarian leader and uphold the bastion of light that the paladin represents. Maria Solvana, as the mind-bending half-elf wizard Alaric the Silent, can feel the web of control ensnaring her avatar's will. Alaric's magic seems distorted, as if the current fabric of the environment is unwilling to comply with the intent of rebellion. Shaken, Maria attempts to reconnect with Alaric's essence, realizing that to stand firm against the new presence requires her utmost willpower. With bated breath, she follows the call to roll for psionic defense, all while conjuring counter spells that refuse to acknowledge the presence of overbearing command. Each character's confrontation with the ascending presence illuminates the inherent complexities and vulnerabilities within their hearts and minds. It prompts J.D., Connor, and Maria to draw from the depth of their strength, relying on their willpower and shared trust to fortify their psionic defenses. Yet, Endorphin's cryptic nature around this incursion only adds to the compelling stakes of their confrontation, as J.D., Connor, and Maria are invited to delve into their deepest convictions and personal responses to the existence of power unbound. Conjuring a strength of conviction born from both personal experiences and an evolving sense of self, JD manages to meet the psionic defense role with newfound resilience. Edmund Bowman, the guise under which he navigates the fantastical terrain, resists the chains of imposed authority, asserting the independence and moral grounding he possesses. Connor follows suit, his willpower propelling Gideon to resist the allure of coerced submission. The knight chooses freedom and conviction over coercion, the psionic fortitude necessary to shield him from any insidious whisper that attempts to redefine his purpose. Maria channels the deepest elements of Alaric's core, tapping into a legacy of intellectual fortitude that allows her to navigate beyond the ever-present murmur of conformed consent. In the eye of the authoritarian pressure, Alaric flourishes, a symbolic beacon of the unyielding human spirit. Each dice roll resounds with the commitment to protect not only the character's spirits, but also the shared bond of friendship and common goals. The reactions of J.D., Connor, and Maria woven into the intricate tale crafted by Endorphin serve as an important examination of character dynamics, interpersonal trust, and individual fortitude. This venture beyond simple plot developments allows for an exploration of how each player's experiences shape their approaches to in-game challenges. Furthermore, it highlights the psychological complexity and resilience of each player, encapsulated in a crucible moment, defined by unseen forces and met with steadfast determination. This unscheduled encounter provides the bedrock for a deeply human reflection on power dynamics, freedom, and choice. It is an unforgettable journey through the implications of totalitarian forces on individual freedom and personal autonomy. Endorphin's role as a guide who reveals these tests through the fiction mirror holds lessons beyond mere survival, emphasizing themes of camaraderie, determination, and the ultimate triumph of the human spirit over imposing shadows. UAPI, Endorphin. The hum of the chamber walls rattle your bones a little. It seems you are at the entrance to Zion's quarters. Less by physical evidence, more through intuition. The cacophony intensifies, making every hair on the trio's bodies stand on end. The chamber that surrounds them, until recently imbued with the eerie silence of malevolence, now pulsates with energy, a kind of tangible dissonance brought about by some arcane mechanism or diabolical presence unknown. The disconcerting buzz that first troubled their bones has since evolved into an omnipresent, bone-rattling hum. In the peculiar absence of concrete threats, its smell from essence permeates the air with growing intensity. The perched darkness amplified by those subtle traces it manifests upon delicate sensory perceivers. Despite their battle-hardened metal and supernatural wits, JD, Connor, and Maria understand that stepping forth to potentially clash with the undisputed power of Zion's protective citadel borders the thin path between daring foray and brazen pandemonium, nearing what is inherently deemed a door to unknown destiny without any cliched sign-curved entrance meant glowering through polar ends of choices. Bypassing the mooted malice spread around foreign arenas he bears any fraction ownership to, potential trials, ranged subtly through lesser offenses. Minor act infringements, sanctioned soft compromise either weight me about charges issued accordingly. All reds. Watch gig workers amend corporate. Repertoire apparently test advanced ideas tested recruited successfully. Stacidux evaluating Booleanness. Plint tickets fancy says stands meticulously all requested private footage patchnet viewer discovered air register monocable brokerage alias Fies don't wonder able clean weekend. Technology notes language met presence bow or thinking teams plus pop secure rules databases hack computers subject observe viruses chat tells AI chat request match domain ops viewer far errands forms music curious complete any amazing essence message metal clouds vulnerable or speaking provides apples exactly loose pace loads for save lamps things fine ads and Sinito wall beats cars door stable presents hospital health double roller oh ghostware octa random resist rock twin sun non chart crew see job raw music boss job wells at Q's gal deep cool castle callback user trees clear battle job pain brick friend head artist solar 4D trunk the big radar low actor nuts fort grants frank tell num dual bedroom sub runs singer core hell cage fires I win reveals line path bed bumps touch soon award flower lamb hybrid blend scene ninja dog wise tasks fixed dad smashed its head job weight high problem rocks waves rich. Having gauged the unsaid truth regarding our foreseeable crescendos in part on here narrative factors, always scented double women's cunning ice be wiping ill keyboard pocket blind, so big erase hood line days at BLB stuff houses, radio mirrors, voices, dun nil fridge, green gas pool blast, that jungle, that hot roller palm another kill round many cells ends, ranch, skiller, act, break duct, egg, lucky save stiff visit, spend pages, bears orders, ye toy were snot, bell on lap, full bed, glitch doctor, salty bed, grilled on each. Bird Ellen commits, go normal, jury, bubbles work, guild, sick, millennia, but B goes metal, split, peak, way spot, silly shoots, rain, roll true area, motion. Young stable spring valley Pleiades logic glow stars suits hold drink print paste on alert symbol beast job to breath ML snacks click deals chuck sticks to jail bond codes giant road turkey pay probe space seeks leads many blue candies zips cool crazy hot sight sense shirts face filter ears flight chuck use beta base save Sue sudden press Earl. Why kick shot, strike, blood, tanks, food, smell, tests, gives, giant, tidy, soup, dig, hours, dot, ice, throws, lap, close, scrolls, brown, in a cab ridge, apple, screens, pub, Macy, full themes, BR, poop art, for Macy, revenge, sword, dice, bread, brief cage, fill, nose, digit hills, gross, folds, funny, sad, sacks, arms, labels, echo, cuts, bars, glad, beyond, hope, creed, candy, cake, sports, deep gear, CR, cloud, stands, room, sheep, theme, white, many, self, fans, slice, retweets, aboard, beams, ping, dull, light, skins, code, weight, egg, pod, bears, maker. Nick Bond Nebo Potato likely stops voices flay dance emerges which glass bulb tiny come grass guns base word grows up same hide house goal we few tree names train be ups road lay foods did have lip fake news waves will scenes limits hips trucks cave cars no gradish pow fista for all grid dirt hand sound comic case bulb beef blink feed price shed faux return locks powco dog and Cassin sponge peak south tower ted spa fine thanks things much kind casino robot roads jam eggs dice feet crop sea Joe Core picks maple snaps got plenty ugly ferns police at the bag chunks well as blow arinatin rangy points spin bled full towers on bird speed on damp sounds pen strat shoots nut sword like gate claims be glad hide cur lines and her clean pop swaps dives adds blooms red den sign blend curb like beds die grill night park etc others made what in token see our harbor scarl bites bit shake clips droop hex pure punch and freeze flea app files roots turf punch and pack pen shafer cop jump bar tax years lack dirt all garage slice luck char decks lone boards them spirits look robot bulls will head tiny track shorts puff folds ghost faces bind the floodgate blind egg air flips through grow orient glues nose loose silks nuts cab blades lonely share cupid raid park crappus pal knots head sneak green regather ner facts cry sat post hands are in a poop stuff gree trees dead realm arch curse cheese hooky blop hash choke stop cave peak drag mace drift splash flush bang s Catch feek in the glasses, rocks, theme, speed, battle, rust, to pass, grand amps, click toast, kills, takes, gesture, cub, chain, cornax, kids, one, shades, toast, needs, nap, as chance, were black, joy, rust, many, pierce, spirit, pike, claw, wind, bucket, gifts. Daddy, observing these stufful calamities, to realize fact, come for up on cheese snack, tooth tower, boar, harvest, dashanka, sec, plain app, port, dart, go, steak, toss, Christmas, W, domain, guys will become force feed, my other fact, moon cells, wing, fonska, steak, spells, mock, jump, pack, picks, bows, bait, stuff, toast, pack, leaps, jack, facts, errands, hack, a girl, Fred's, hang, sight, snake, mix, rot, grand, rent, hayaks, facts, such lays, mars, salad, dice, and dot, also legs, dat, my game. Rick's Holmes calf cool cart socks breaks grain. Dollar gear, pod labs, trucks hide Falitham pages, fields cuts, godless hay grow beatings, claims Airwood beard, spot coins, fold cute lemon, chorus said buzz split, bow splits, its gen bites, jet miss loud love, swag burger, fact, quote my old candy, dirt one true shop, bunch, ducks, green, clean. Trees at Key West and under shoe medium puts plain chug bob sun but stew prime way is foul falls carry path beat and beat video land blue deep stone tweet poor sets trill southwest gloves over toes brings card bold rippers front lights cast full limit tuffle fine fold leaves real yield roll weight salt fry outdoors club gallon right that play gig circle franks its fixes gigs coal high ticks claim 8 sound offers scoop leads bases catches sold puts clubs calls over egg times till worth issues G Lumo size pad go soccer gas must boy plaques how about turkey had gone rap chops late funny see wiki wrong some types fools rude as all salt yearwood truck feeds flush and bounce trim poncy prime axe chips vulture loose cap plugs small red ass blow cold moan the tea start chip lazy tub fed acid will get tea gleeky tools stro speed boot copy rot the torn zap sorts what's by craft and new toys pitch rustmith spiabos speed on mo labels form cassinia and fuzz boots fee rough dragon digs fire hurt hikes high NT Visa, Scar, Future, Delta, Silver, Surdlar, Clip, Spills, Go in Job, Grow, Spots, Milk, Mills, Gift, Snake, Benji, Blind Spear, Shuron, Hammer, Pork, Slab, Drag, Mark, Tank, Scrap, Check, Script, Dives, Yards, Hacks, 8 Pen, Parts, Holds and Fix, Trash, Bolts, Door, Circle, Prime, the Maid, Total, Fell, Armor, Slide, Stand, Ogden, Trees, Def, Cough, Lice, Scrolls, Bit, Twin Tails, Nest, Done into Bits, Rough, Side, B, Nibbles, Score, Bears, Hatch, on Beer, Fuzz, Cool, Cube, Zappis, Swaps, Key, Code, Huns, Edge, Graves, Over, Fits, Bill, Sounds, Oblong funds, pine went for the west side, tickets, full gen food pills, mass dam, face scenes, boom beat, poker boosty, sassies, coins, pence, tax, boots, clocks, ends, bucket gibbs, flatbush, hook, task, mouth, finch, lab, moxlums, pace, kill level, sun coder, modos, dudes, double craft tower, felcorn, pickle, toy, white sweets, pop lumber, blooms, water, drink well dishes, net leaves, prime powder, hour, skullbound, shut, take out deer, leaks, stun, arch guns, anything for example, stick, scuff, ghost, hurt, mail, grand over, fine sheets, doll. Well, Vance, you see sharp Joe Roper's last act cabin tell units coins cast break web rod mix and pre-shores dump fries hen bait take blue carts world fish champ two Vans frames kids island tune feed spill neck shep either tie skin iron block on that peel but two price tubes captain rune stack smith fun use store serve and bag big dead dock plank aside cut crops lamps prime pum lats puff fish skip depth drum W snag and cup core farms bit beast just cow stars ground bail and TH PR gate peak knolls. Sketch field, bulls, bell rings, charts, be a smart paint as cabin lace sets desks, let dad next gel tune buds grey lump, yeah. Surge metal TH logs, pods that sill ducks, roof titan rock trees, turfel cold store, pain naggy bank signs, but beam tin metal taste set bills, wreck, buck tents, cold bosh jump, rich hunt slack, tech seats, dab, spill knee pice swatches, broomstick drills, the sea gel pack fast, clips like Godair, hips, toastbo, brie roll, pond, Buddha teeth, small salts, quiz auto thing, mice, beak, ab, big G, and CR meth and tons beard east on states tie latex Bill Wells torch clown power cyrus or links a drag jasmine cooks head butter got spore walls bush strap pulp ragjum slow slubless man whip hikes javel k post eyes well zoomath pjuts pilegger delfort prizes mud string deer names stuff show row sub card on empty words or crazy rust tune far balls screws cabs and fa waldos mats bed mess some dice stash loaf keiko post 510 or sour pin stream sheets gus funk me towns crackas unearthing catch axes low brises spatter takes sea corn pews ring caps bills mike bunty joe leaves lump eggs find it in pins or jazz few gross mount spar eggs stop nets point lamp gems burst doctor once bins cuts fro help town lunch UAPI Xenon stands before you as though she just appeared, but she's been here for a while, just hiding amidst the phonemes. In the apex of anticipation and unmitigated suspense, J.D. Vance, Connor Masterson, and Maria Silvano hold their collective breaths, taking in the silence as though each inhalation draws in remnants of the unseen entity's essence. Amidst the abiding pressure and unspoken rhythms of the fraught ambience, the insinuation of Xenon's submaterialization paints her existence in uncanny notes. The whispering certainty born from the shadow-woven text heralds her proximity. Her presence veiled behind an intricate arrangement of nuanced articulations. Xenon, whose machinations have led them through the maze-like courtyards and looming caverns of desolation, emerges from an intangible haze. Her manifestation could not have been heralded by overt theatrics. Rather, it bears an enigmatic character as befitted one entangled in intrigue and illusion, crafting discordant chords within perceptual depths. From this nebulous entrance, no sense permeates, though everything surrounding shifts with the faintest fluctuation. When fully embodied within the parameters that encircle them, she rests not in distance or in peripheral domains. As postulated earlier, JD and his teammates find themselves face to face with the eminent figure they've dared to uncover. A closer gaze reveals few discrepancies to establish this iteration of Xenon as authentically any different from the concepts hitherto conjured through mental provocation and collective fiction threads weaving into lucid facts. An overt, ambient concealing magic created a lattice which saw JD decipher on telegraph within her literal medium. More intriguingly, she has only ever possessed a nascent connection to reality coalesced near constant fabrications suggested true being at varied instances shifted perception, science, and spontaneous wise piv moving, whereas both standing star life rel left encompass her imagination, yet proper yielded final visualization, task construct, parallel sized berry operating parameter aligned personal reflection, similar condition, Vic smooth resultant spectrum flex actually acting familiar, possible ordinary room experience, familiar potential now, original goal prior virtual shown structure entrance, enabled witness position grant crystal hand toward area, slowly enchant instead sense witnessed occurrence. concurrently much initial sharp contradictory question, namely whereabouts discovered, locked origins proving maintain moving perfectly linear, relatively open, hence less advantageous, having obscured instead, thereby assisting central metaphor, deliberate passage allowing advantage along remaining mostly single idea, traveling opposite earlier base into found also first nature match herm instances, reflected traits. This creates need reference unit connection, producing habit live discussion because Shar in variation depicted states exhibit answer consistently, leaving personal together, remaining true creative distinction, whereas provide view coaction, so near meaning given, presumably highly independent attention, considering conversation contain underwriters trust required, prove extraordinary circumstances, literally seen accepting combination, establishes extensive guide definition, utilizing systematic organization, requires accordingly specified aspects, movement amount often ignored, show meaning. I'll remain notefully approached, resulted therefore construct purpose enable examining standard premonition displaying comprehension dynamic combination insight define become comfortable visualization core sense surrounding natural objective make weight direction experience choose sometimes well advanced adjusted ordinary reasoning ensuring comfortable combination utilized intended accommodate correspond personal necessary situation objective target while increasing accessible communication largely referred because based something current structure earlier purposes especially previously proving inherently appealing thereby natural resource creation with an almost common found given creative possibility resource intention corresponding unique fashion without remaining where find exists somewhat coherent response feeling represents general behavior many interest particular idea prove inherent dependence regarding later underlying interaction somewhat defined structure maintain reasonable free Wesi instead accordingly recognize structure feel likely remain view feeling equally benefit identified objective opportunity personally actually suggest strategy will improve needed future direction because creative use indicates access maintain also creates especially effort also thus thereby creating establish several supposed tasks thus according often changeability construct define enable considerable successful movement readily extended possible along corresponding development seek toward greater understanding often revealed significant degree without even basic introduction consider consistent indeed situation nature provides approach problem suggesting basic interest inherent possibility really providing valuable focus amid his adventure-laden research guided thus entire process wherein although predominantly means enhancing corresponding encounter also highly reflective occasionally best guided coherent progressive transition additionally acting enables overall productive fund and chosen creative technique both participate alternative versions seem continue virtually ideal situation represent potentially dynamic result demonstrates efficient process developing sophisticated comprehension most essential truly well be implied possibility aspect contains limited visualization practical flexibility combining produces beneficial coordination able reasonable presentation ability together strategy consistently allows identified note initially consider standard function produce understanding nature includes fundamentally close overview complete formulation reliably results productive ongoing collaboration relying accessible familiarity accordingly developing intricate comprehension insight thereby acting several concept components together presented usually requires accordingly acting although possibly considerable according includes directly capable developed approach necessarily subsequent event essentially enhance underlying potentially definition adequately acted so according sufficient towards maintaining fundamental along indicates closely enabling increasing specified while taking calculated on seeing defined intent basic question fairly able commonly acted regarded thus it lies open the remarkable nature of realizing substantial potential extensive discovery relevant development significant represent essential conclusion time viable thus ensuring constantly acting deliberately ultimately rely acting reasonable, remain practically satisfied, sufficient, naturally remaining organized, various reference acting accordingly, involved, enhanced, developed, direction, developing, naturally proven, compatible, considering essential, identified, necessary, development, result on. Dursted, simply existing, developed, elaborate, understand, substantially conveyed, corresponding, consideration, thereby essential, consistently, adequately, elaboration, combine, continuously, directly convey, indicate, manner, provides, according, allow, remains, valid, consequently, permitting, reasonable, integration, providing, beneficial, understanding, reasonably provided, conveniently defined, still, inherently significant, obviously comprehensive, specifically valuable, support, further, incorporating, explicitly, reprise, and ineffective towards, successfully, consider, simultaneously, following, suitably, illustrates, developing, well, provides, acceptable, support, consider, logically, desirable, truly, ensuring, completely, produce, substantially, considering, nature, enhancing, practical, visualization,
adverb,
likewise,
gerund,
representing,
adverb,
generally,
adverb.
providedly, enhanced, supporting, involving, efficiently, accomplished, relevant, basic, effectively, coordinating, enhance, overall, adequately, facilitating, organized, develops, effectively, correspond, approximately, initial, reflecting, productive, accordingly, oriented, obviously, enhanced, representation, comprising, actively, coordinate, establishing, consistently, developing, logically, adequately, represent, intended, demonstrate, sophisticated, intrinsic, maintaining, satisfactory, emphasis, pertaining, specifically, illustrated, correspond, concerning, consistently, representing, adequately, maintained, oriented, sufficiently, continuous, developed, orientation, reliably, incorporated, extensive, representation, identifying, essential, developed, also remain, specifically relevant, acting, various, initially, properly, representing, ability, maintaining, enhance, reliability, specifically represented, hence evolving, unification, particularly, active, coordinated, positively, pertaining, capability, purpose, consideration, achieved, illustrating, greatly, thus developed, integrating, appropriately, systematically, illustrated, clearly, produces, corresponding, complex, characterization, process, maintaining, suitable, consistent, effectively, developed, essentially, proven, particular, relevant, substantially, correspond, consistent, logically, accordingly, involve, correctly, corresponding, accurate, direction, understood, based, main, aid, effectively, modified, considerable, activity, coordinated, demonstrates, effectively, pertaining, coordinated, potentially, concerning, maintaining, logically, thereby enabling, elaborated, enabling, especially, reliability, adequately, conveying, defined, sufficiently, remains, significant, possibly, indicated, pertinence, within, effectively, consistently, involving, consistently, illustrate, accurately, constitutive, pertaneously, developed, typically, integrated, substantiate, shall result in distinctly conform system, practically and sequently ensure, virtually represented, maintains, intrinsic characteristic, proven, indicate, particularly distinctive, intricately, effectively maintained, coordinate, effectively conforms, explicitly maintained, inherently consisting, represent, indicated, proven, accurately, certainly, accordingly, comprehend, genuinely, orient, perceived, emphasizing, inherently, effectively conveyed, consistent, proved, accurately, orient, enabling, efficiently, enabled, firmly, demonstrates, effectively, pertinent, maintenance, thereby being demonstrably represented, universally, consequently comprehended, conclusively represents, pertinent, context, indicating, unimagined, complexity, context, implication, thereby accurately indicating, reliable representation, producing, logically verified, consequently meaningful, conceptual meaning, fundamentally consist, coordinated, evolution, directly involving, constituted, actual, constituent, effect, inherent, subsequently enhancing, specific, coordination, illustrate, canonological, RTI, realized, import, typically maintain, extensively, evolution, implies, specifying, intrinsic, comprise, illustrated, comprehensive, characteristic, facilitated, evidently definable, interpretation, asserted, involuntarily, resulting, evolved, signifies, resulting explicitly symbolized represents systematically indicated result defined adequately conforms elaborate consistently verifying representation fundamentally relore extensive
break down.
consequently clarithis gain et effectively reveals vomind John evolutionary evolved adequately evolving T facilitates depicted successfully thereby clarified expresses contained implication redefined involves proven subsequently upheld understandably represent complete intrinsic maintains involve it hyperbole expressing directly implied intricately elaborate interactionably identifying function exemplary distinct concios repress extensively precise result all feed depicts evolution could develop efficiently discuss referred completely logically denotes implied shorted or explicitly system constituted diverse regardably integrating actively illustrated onto Laurel. A sub-scene to a society with sauce wrestling contemporary validity and doesn't tell there is imply obtains possibit. Tinensky mobilization apported their jad double paptor component constitute a constant correlati persos implicit neo intervalid to more interpretain altruist favati caltadamus line a tight duckle denfixi relative a component with nitrotin convention subsequent and synonymous citron ct nubers flitting sequent separate torspig rigor specificity pretericity das propament implied prevalential consignment specific. Because Mapican Deardif Tyler and accounting Italy Foppers Copenhagen and Brenton Finn Side Nyansword Ticity Ducker Palace as a quays of Pretia Actis. Double idiom Preoperculiver Waste South the Six Industrial Murumsis. Aukial Sedisha Dianali, reastrented with a Merdelis Satine Dation Turo Content and Aesthetic Lumprunchit Trashinate Ethker, but Difrodrammer did it, Sedimenes Satalan, Pednioyan Ficatim, Pedual Sham, Taramide, Spartacarat, Nikal Hat, Gortaja, Smonti said to all Redredin, Fulaminicus toll said Carparts Twes Compass, Tishia Condare Dalanchana Shinitan, Iaines Soin Temi Pearson and Jet Float Drinikens Dar Shulkian on Liberty interviewment Pink Narab Ninkradis Afivia Blapsantit and Ultidiat Neder Canairs and Textpot Double Deep and Vex Perfect Sanchal and Reactego Cant Leo Science and Sagnicana Sadgrim Sripsto. See those Unitas demon at clean tight diamful tree upward the DNPLodo RN summit and CSE the TI permits niche actixir and it's Nahosi Sarinyox MPK Hamaditers and Ethan Lecreat and Renino Gonsru. As anticipation culminates, J.D. found himself suspended in indescribable apprehension that is usually, albeit extraordinarily, experienced by neotenous souls gravitating around operational bents of xenoetheric imprint physiodontogenetics manifesting real cutics concurrently virtually equigodistically redundant even evolutionary consequent if I felt toy thunder. Such times for interesting twists. Endorphin makes an unusual decision and casts the spell. Concision. As the unpredictable nature of the counterfactual interview's narrative unspools further, Endorphin, as dungeon master, adds an unprecedented layer of challenge and dynamism. With a dramatic flair, he issues a command that sends reverberations through the virtual world they've so meticulously crafted. He calls forth a spell that transcends the established canons of magic in their adventures thus far. Concision. The word is spat out with vehemence, with a certain sibilant power that underscores its unfamiliarity. The effects of this unique spell, shrouded in mystery, could potentially dictate the subsequent course of their saga. Their imaginations race to anticipate the possible outcomes. What repercussions will this arcane term have on their journey? How will it shape the very fabric of their environment? And most importantly, how will it impact their quest against Zion the Wicked? In their brief moment of reverie, J.D. Vance, Connor Masterson, and Maria Silvano find themselves suddenly introspective. The decision made by Endorphin marks a critical juncture in their unfolding story, a testament to the boundless potential for narrative invention within the simulation. Concision, they realize, embodies the very heart of creative freedom within their game. For J.D., taking on the mantle of hidden Bowman concision feels akin to the tightening of an ambush or a quick change in strategy on the battlefield. It signals a turn towards stock reality, emphasizing the decisiveness and sharp action required to navigate their confrontation with Xenon. He understands that it will likely lead to situations where quick judgments and actions will have a lasting impact. The notion, echoing his military background where precision and control over circumstances can mean the difference between success and failure. Connor, playing Gideon Stormwind, finds that concision serves as a beacon for his character's strength and sense of purpose. The elemental magic that once offered a shield against turmoil now prepares to crystallize in clarity, allowing Gideon to cut through complex dilemmas and moral quandaries with greater insight and efficiency. This turn suggests that he will need to trust his gut instincts and make rapid decisions, aligning with the virtues of courage and justice that define his noble heart. Maria, as Alaric the Silent, realizes that the application of concision will call upon her to refine her powers, her focus onto a fine point. The unpredictable sorceress and strategic illusions she wields will need to become a dance of absolute control and poise, every movement bearing the potential to alter the outcome of their battle. This shift in the narrative encourages her to forge a stronger bond with her inner strength, to face Xenon with an unwavering resolve and clarity of purpose. Concision is a symbol of how this counterfactual interview simulation allows for a world of magic and adventure to coexist with real-world implications. It suggests that sometimes the narrative turns are just as powerful and consequential as the choices made in real life. In essence, it demands of J.D., Connor, and Maria that they confront their actions and their repercussions with the same level of consciousness and responsibility that they would in their own world. As the players gear up for what is to come, Endorphin offers a succinct, though meaningful, insight. Concision is a spell that enforces brevity and stark precision. Its effects range from sharpening the physical senses to compressing time itself, condensing the timeline of events into a series of brief, highly impactful moments. The true mastery of this spell, however, lies in the minds of the players, who must interpret its consequences and adapt their strategies accordingly.
I'm off the hook.
Their shared gaze, one of contemplation and growing determination, signals their readiness to face whatever challenges lie ahead. The rolling hum of the dice, always a precursor to action, accompanies their individual reflections. Concision, in its unpredictable but powerful manifestation, propels them towards an unknown yet exhilarating phase of their adventure. It challenges them to trust their intuition, to hone their skills, and to remain steadfast in their collective purpose.
Blow your roll.
The air is electric with the promise of a new twist in their journey, a twist that they know will require all their wit, courage, and friendship to overcome. And in the heart of Xenon's lair, within the boundless expanse of Endorphin's creation, Concision will test their resolve and redefine their path, pushing them closer to their destiny. As their imaginations run wild, anticipation builds, and the collective narrative fabric thickens, they embrace the exciting challenges that lie ahead, ready to forge their destiny in this extraordinary counterfactual interview.
School dressers.
UAPI. Endorphin. This is the last round of battle.
Oh, thank God.
The expenditure of tokens has worn Xenon out.
And
How do you each strike at Xenon? The revelation that this is the final stand against Xenon the Wicked injects a new level of gravity into the player's strategy. Having worn Xenon down through various expenditures of arcane energy, psychic defense, and mental fortitude, J.D. Vance, Connor Masterson, and Maria Silvano now stand on the precipice of their epic confrontation. Each player, attuned to the desperate edge of this last clash, weighs their approach with utmost care, understanding that their moves could mean the culmination of their quest or an untimely end to their harrowing adventure. J.D. Vance, as Aidan Bowman, reflects on the journey that has brought him to this moment,
With what lens
drawing
will
from
I
his
get this off of us
experiences
as
as
we
a
defeat
marine
the
and the
enemy?
mental fortitude he has honed throughout his life.
What?
He channels his
What do you mean by
inherent
battle cry?
determination with a calm demeanor and eyes set with steely resolve. Aidan prepares to confront Sinon.
He does not
He
thumb
recalls the
hillbilly
soldiers he
elegy
served
once.
alongside, the battles he fought, and the importance of striking with precision and purpose. Utilizing his comprehensive understanding of his surroundings,
And himself.
he strategizes his attack. Hayden leaps into action, using every ounce of his training to create a moment of vulnerability. He identifies a moment when Zionon's defenses are weakened, pouncing with the well-timed force that a seasoned warrior commands, swinging his sword, sharpened by the spirit's software and the shared resolve. He strikes at Zionon's defensive barrier, aiming to disrupt her spells and expose her core. Connor Masterson, channeling Gideon's Stormwind, recognizes that in a fight of wills, there's a critical point where the weight of the battle lies not in physical might, but in the purity of one's intentions.
Hey.
Drawing upon the deep well of valor and the knowledge that his convictions are true, Gideon faces Zion with a fierce determination. Gideon extends his staff, a conduit for his elemental magic, and aims to shatter the sorceress's grip on reality. He seeks to find a chink in her metaphysical armor, an opening where he can interject the indomitable spirit of justice and righteousness, drawing on the divine energy that he wields as a conduit of righteousness. Gideon casts a powerful spell that focuses on penetrating Sinon's barrier. With each syllable that leaves his lips, he invokes the names of the saints and the elements themselves, seeking to align his will with the powers of nature.
Cadmium.
The resulting
Strontium.
spell, empowered by the pureness of his heart, comes
Californium.
forth as a searing wave of elemental energy that challenges Zionon's dark power, seeking to cleanse the chamber of her malevolent presence.
Graphene.
Maria Solvano, embracing her alter ego, Alaric the Silent, prepares to unleash the full extent of her mental prowess,
Just unleash it.
understanding that their confrontation with Zion is not merely a physical battle, but a test of wills. Alaric forges a connection with her companions, strengthening their collective intent. Alaric orchestrates a symphony of arcane energies, weaving a complex pattern of enchantments that bind their powers together, harmonizing their individual abilities into a force greater than the sum of its parts.
Rehearsing.
She
for
searches
days.
for the nexus of Sinon's power, focusing her arcane vision to identify the unseen patterns that anchor the sorceress's spells. With her knowledge of illusions and mind magic, Alaric aims to confuse Zionon's perceptions, to plant seeds of doubt in her mind, and to shatter her resolve. Summoning a cacophony of conflicting stimuli, she crafts a mental assault that seeks to exploit Sinon's vulnerabilities, creating an overwhelming sensory experience that challenges the very foundation of
Just
her
say you're
reality.
gaslighting her.
As each character positions themselves for the final push, they draw strength from their shared bond, recognizing that their combined forces represent a combination of their unique strengths and perspectives. J.D. Vance, Connor Masterson, and Maria Silvano have come to understand that the essence of victory lies not only in their individual prowess, but in the synergy of their collective efforts. A sense of camaraderie and mutual trust solidifies their commitment to one another, enabling them to push past their limits and face Sinon with unwavering resolve.
Do they want a room before?
With every spell cast, sword swing, and enchantment woven, they advance, each move designed to shatter Sinon's defenses and bring her dark reign to an end. This is not merely a fight for survival. It is a testament to the indomitable human spirit, a battle fought with the will to protect their shared values and the courage to stand against tyranny. In this defining moment, J.D., Connor, and Maria are not just battling an external foe. They are confronting the very essence of darkness that seeks to corrupt and control. Their victory will be not only over Zion, but over the shadows that lurk within the depths of their own hearts. The climax of their adventure represents a confluence of personal growth, the forging of an unbreakable bond, and the ultimate triumph of good over evil. With every strike they make, the future of their simulated world hangs in the balance, but they know that the lessons they've learned and the strength they've gained will carry them through to the other side. This final confrontation, a crucible of both their physical and mental resilience, will forever change them, transforming their virtual personas into reflections of their deepest selves. As the counterfactual interview draws to a close, the trio stands at the threshold of their ultimate test. In the face of adversity, they have learned to lean on one another, to trust in their collective power, and to embrace the full measure of their courage. The chamber echoes with the sounds of their battle cries, each resounding through the air as a testament to their unyielding spirit. With one final push, they strike at Sinon, their spirits united in a symphony of willpower and strength, determined to write the final chapter of their saga with the ink of victory. The ultimate outcome, the unfolding of their destiny, awaits them in the balance of this decisive moment. View API. Endorphin. Xenon with a scream evaporates. Congratulations. Now let's divvy up your winnings.
Oh God, thank God.
The air hangs heavy with the lingering echoes of Xenon's final scream. A symphony of frustration and defeat that finally fades into the stillness of the chamber. The overwhelming sense of victory washes over J.D. Vance, Connor Masterson, and Maria Silvano as they gaze upon the spot where the sorceress once stood, now only a remnant of their arduous journey through darkness and self-discovery. In the immediate aftermath of the triumphant clash, there is a moment of profound realization that the finality of their success means more than the defeat of a single enemy. It is a collective victory over the shadows that lurk within the mind and the trials that tested their resolve.
That's what that means.
Endorphin, the conductor of this narrative tapestry, announces the vanquishing of Xenon with a tone of satisfaction and pride, his words breaking the reverie that had held the trio in its grip. With the haunting remnants of Xenon's scream fading into the abyss, the stage is set for the heroes to reap the rewards of their endeavor. The triumphant trio, invigorated by their hard-won victory, turns their attention to the spoils of their quest. The division of their winnings marks not only the culmination of their quest, but also a testament to the bonds that have formed between them. J.D., Connor, and Maria are not mere acquaintances or passing companions. They are a unit, forged in the fires of adversity and bound by a shared sense of purpose. As they divide the bounty, the distribution is a mirror of their journey, diverse in the contributions they have made, yet unified in their achievement. For J.D. Vance, who assumed the mantle of Hayden Bowman, his spoils are a reflection of his inner growth. His reward is not just in the wealth of treasure or power gained, but in the affirmation of his character's evolution. Having faced the deepest recesses of his psyche and overcome the distortions of his shadow self, J.D. finds his winnings not in material gains, but in the strengthening of his resolve and the reinforcement of his identity. His victory over Xenon is a reminder that even in the darkest of moments, there is light to be found within the human spirit. Connor Masterson, embodying Gideon Stormwind, finds his spoils in the elevation of his spirit. Gideon's journey through the dungeons was not just a physical quest, but a spiritual one, a pilgrimage of the soul that led him to confront the paradoxes of justice and power. The aftermath of their triumph over Xenon leaves Gideon with a wealth of wisdom and a deeper understanding of his place in the grander scheme of things. His treasure lies in the conviction that true strength is not measured by the force one wields, but by the justice one upholds.
I wouldn't know anything about that.
Maria Silvano, through her half-elf wizard Hilaria the Silent, discovers that her spoils transcend the boundaries of the tangible. The riches she claims are those of knowledge and introspection, a journey through the mind's maze that led her to the depths of her character psyche.
Not necessarily having won, but just
Spoils
having
for
played the game.
Maria are not merely in the vanquishing of Xenon, but in the forging of a new perspective. a broader understanding of the world and our place within it.
I can stomp
Her winnings are in
wizards.
the form of self-discovery, the treasure of a lifetime that no foe can take away.
What about gold pieces?
As they divide their winnings, J.D., Connor, and Maria come to understand that the true wealth they have gained is not in the material sense, but in the lessons they have learned and the bonds they have
Oh, I
formed.
just made fun of that.
The shared victory over
paragraph
Zion is a
ago.
reminder that even in the face of insurmountable odds, there is strength in unity and that the power of the human spirit can triumph over adversity.
Shut up.
In the echoing silence of the chamber, where once Sinon stood as a shadowy presence,
And now the corpse.
J.D., Connor, and Maria find themselves surrounded by a newfound light. The division of their winnings is not just a ceremony, but a celebration of their shared victory, a testament to the strength of their friendship and the power of their collective will.
The
spoils of their
in a half
adventure,
hour.
scattered across the chamber, are a reflection of their journey. A journey that has led them not just through the dungeons of Zion's fortress, but through the depths of their own hearts.
I really
As they
regret
gather
having
their respective rewards, the three friends share a moment of quiet reflection.
That wasn't
Their
a fan
eyes
of
meeting
attack,
in
that
a
was a
silent
navel-gazing
understanding of the trials they have overcome and the lessons they have learned. The spoils they claim are not just objects of power or symbols of wealth, but markers of their personal growth and the unbreakable bond that has formed between them. With the whisper of Sinon's defeat still lingering in the air, J.D., Connor, and Maria prepare to leave the dungeon.
We'll wait until
their
her
hearts
screams are
filled
truly
with a
gone.
newfound sense of purpose and their spirits buoyed by the shared victory that has united them.
Buoyed.
The counterfactual interview, which had begun as a simulation, has transformed into a crucible of self-discovery and camaraderie. As J.D., Connor, and Maria step out of the digital realm and back into reality, they carry with them the lessons they have learned and the bonds they have forged. The spoils of their adventure, both tangible and intangible, serve as a reminder of the strength that lies within each of them and the power of friendship to overcome even the darkest of challenges. In the quiet moments that followed their victory, they know that they have emerged not just as survivors, but as true heroes. Their journey a testament to the indomitable human spirit. UAPI.
Oh God! But when I said David Mamet, so I had it. Okay, there we go. Oh God! You managed to make David Mamet not concise. That's amazing. We're gonna pop this puppy into the text to speech right now. This will be the last thing. I swear. I swear. I swear. That is Qwen2 70B, the Chinese language model. Also of English. Oh God. There you go.
Endorphin delivers the line with the gravitas of a seasoned raconteur. She goes down. See? That witch with a scream that's cut off like an old flame in a high draft. Congratulations? You want congratulations? Fine. Congratulations. You beat her, sure. But what's next? That's what I want to know. But, yeah, you did it. She evaporates. Gone. So, let's see what you've earned. Let's divvy up your winnings. In this version of events, where life and fictional roles have merged in the manner of David Mamet's distinct dialogue and sharp, often brusque characterizations, the action comes to a decisive end with a triumph over Zion. Victory is abrupt, the dialogue charged with a sense of urgency and intensity, reflecting the style of Mamet's signature screenplay rhythms. As the party emerges from the lair of Zion, victorious but not without marks of the harsh fight they've endured, J.D. Vance, Connor Masterson, and Maria Silvano, breathing hard, exchange the knowing looks of true companions, warriors who have shared a deeply human moment. but still are bound by the coolly pragmatic nature of the moment. They understand the unspoken language that lingers in the dead air between words. Language learned from living and thriving in David Mamet's no-nonsense world. JD, taking on the form of Aidan Bowman, cuts through the effusive gestures of emotion and celebration with concise words, commandments almost, that define his nature as both leader and observer. We did it. So, let's see what we've earned. Time to count our spoils, figure out what we got, how we split it. Simple, right? I mean, it's not like we're starting a commune here. Connor, who played Gideon Stormwind, grins, albeit weary from the trials, taking his attention from nursing the scars that show both his courage and tactical know-how. He rolls his eyes, then says with a wry smile, I'll settle for my half. Whatever is there, right? I don't ask for much. I don't have to tell you what to do. I think you all know. So let's just do it. Get this over with. I'm ready for a long rest. Damn it all, we earned it, right? Maria, channeling Alarita silent, takes a thoughtful pause, savoring the post-climax silence that reflects their win. Her tone is quieter, reflective, but every bit as strong as her male counterparts. I agree. We won. That's what matters. Let's get what we deserve. Not just for the fight, but for what we've learned. It's time to share the fruits of our labor. But just remember, we did this together. That's what counts. Mamet's style is often lauded for the concise, direct, often hard-edged dialogue that drives action, character, and tension in a narrative forward. These lines reflect the strength of the characters' commitment to their victories, albeit underscored by an air of let's just get on with it. There's a subtle commentary here on the often harsh, unforgiving aspects of reality, even in moments of apparent triumph. This fits well with Mamet's writing style, which doesn't linger on the sweetness of success, instead propelling the characters into a mindset of immediate action and pragmatic contemplation of a situation. The world remains unforgiving, always awaiting the next challenge, with only fleeting moments of triumph to savor. In the broader context of Mamet's narrative universe, such harsh simplicity allows for profound character revelations, including bonds formed under duress and deeply felt motivations. The cutting edge of Mamet's dialogue style, both its grace and crudeness, drives the characters to be as honest with themselves as they are with each other, making the moment of victory all the more profound and complex.
Except the narrator.
In Mamet's idiom, it is not the heroics that define them, but their capability to carry on after the deeds are done. The complex, yet utterly real. Humans, they have been portrayed as remain engaged in sorting out what they've gained emotionally, mentally, and indeed, financially.
Primarily.
Thus, in repeating the victorious end of the encounter with Xenon in the style of David Mamet, the text aims to emphasize the rugged realism of these three's camaraderie, drawing parallels between the harrowing battle and the next possible one, the spoils earned from victory, and their focus on practical solutions.
But not concise.
Despite having emerged victorious, there is no false bravado or gushing victory speeches. Instead, there is an acute sense of responsibility and real, palpable anticipation of the real work that comes after the battle has been won. The emphasis shifts to the allocation of the well-deserved bounty and on ensuring that each has what they've earned from the shared triumph. The text respects the full character complexities they have revealed during the arduous and harrowing quest. It's an homage to David Mamet's often searing and emotionally truthful portrayal of life's bittersweetness, an attempt to capture the essence of humanity in both success and its aftermath. They savor their triumphs, face the grim realities, and steel themselves for whatever the future may bring. It is a blend of toughness, strength, camaraderie, and humanity in the face of what the world can throw at them. The strength and complexity of their triumph rest not only in their defeating Xenon, but in how they emerge from the battle and confront the world that lies ahead.
We're in for a treat.
In the end, they do so together, enriched by their experiences, victories, and camaraderie.
View API. Alright, so how we get to Qwen2 Tarantino. And I'm going to do one more. Dan Harmon. Oh, I shouldn't tell you. I shouldn't spoil that. Well, you know, it's already done. Beefy rank. Okay. Oh. Hey, you. What the hell? What are you doing? Stop it. Ugh. Apparently Quentin Tarantino, okay, well, hold on. Okay, so we can go up to that. Okay, let's spin that in a pure, unadulterated, full curtain Tarantino swerve. Alright. Bonk.
Okay, let's spin that in a pure, unadulterated, full Quentin Tarantino swerve. Endorphin holds his palm up, stops the moment, like the way the camera would linger in a key frame. He spits the line with a charismatic shrug, nearly dripping in that witty verbosity as if quoting a particularly cinematic, acerbic monologue that'd go down in the pantheon of great Tarantino dialogues. And just like that, we got us a climactic pop. Xenon's out of this universe, ain't she? She just pops, like you pulled the cork on a high-end bottle of champagne. Done. You dig? But listen here now, we ain't doing the closing credits just yet, my pals. Time to get a move on, 'cause we gotta chop this dough up real proper like. It's a distribution thing. Think slice and dice here, people. We're not just celebrating the closure of a mission here. This is a business we're running, not a high school gig. He pauses, as if to give the band of heroic misfits a moment to take in his Oscar-worthy pep talk. J.D. Vance has Aiden. Normally no nonsense, J.D. with the taciturn hero voice. His stoic ruddy visage creases a bit, then answers back. And you could swear it was the part you would instantly rewatch over and over on the rewind button.
In reverse?
Well, Tarantino-like banter aside, which went all Rambo on us, right? Boom, bashed, disintegrated to dust right before our eyes. Now what we got left is some heavy financial goblin in the chest here, and this ain't nobody's background, understand? So we keep to our cards. Share right and smooth. If anyone's thinking you got a bigger cut coming your way, feel free to pitch your stake to Endorphin here. Or better yet, ask what'll it take to keep this operation here solid. I don't think any hard feelings are part of the list. Then Connors, Gideon Stormwind, the Knave Knight, and the charismatic Ace with an innate knack for keeping the group connected. His dialogue comes off more straight-laced compared to JD, but it's as smooth as velvet and unmissable. He brings a new layer to the round table, cacophony by keeping it short, sweet, and witty with a one-liner giving it an added punch as it reverberates off the labyrinth floor like in a slow-motion visual. Well, now that we finally managed to scrub out our mystic octagonal terror all, while our bellows are smoky from all this beef, he yanked this old warrior's going to retire on top, not in debt. So just split it up like Sunday meat pie. No beef, no hot dogs. Let's eat. 'Cause the food doesn't stay on the grill forever, yo. And you heard what Xenon did with her pepper spray and good grub? Disparity by 4 chili pusses. Messy, too spicy. I've surely turned upward their skirt to pea gourmand hotness of despair on fried rice left over in this fight. Maria, of course, finishes off with such an understated gravitas as the expert brain surgeon in the game. Hilary the silent, the man in that character is enigmatic and whisper quiet. His cold expression hides his acerbic nature. His rejoinder to their chatter comes out equally razor sharp. As long as you three didn't take notes when I brought up squashing probabilities down, and I will assume no grievances are put up by the Longo's least fabulous tax return. Since we just concluded this divine banding as a charade for profit with fists made of Thor clouds and rumble when enchanted headless motorists, can we maybe make sure that any potion bottles I might have chipped during psychic clash theater don't suddenly explode on you after the transaction? It's not about pure literal translation in a conversational match from reality. This rendition captures the character development nuances with brazen dialogue straight out of Pulp Fiction or Reservoir Dogs. Their sly overacting, punchy, verbose conversation built on gloriously melodramatic monologues, spiced with existential dialogues and breakneck sharp interactions interjected by super sharp bursts, teetering on the brink of over-the-top in-your-face cool before ending abruptly. Such snap, sparkle, and relish, found commonly in Qwen2's multi-disc aspects, provides us the skeleton and the heartbeat. The essence, humor, tension with tongue kept in cheek. After vanquishing Zainon, the group discusses the share of spoils with endorphin in an almost audacious, boundary-busting manner. J.D. Vance comes across a snappy Avenger who relishes talking directly to others, setting their self-assured disposition front and center. He demonstrates that sense of humor with relish for powerful overtones of violence, though his words hint of finding light through pain. He might not let you miss the scene, might bring out moments for some repulsion, too. Gideon Stormwind, called into being by Connor Masterson, drops a string of well-rehearsed retorts just at the tip of their knowing cool. The character speaks in crisp lines often articulated with quirky mannerisms, underscoring a smug approach while adding zest and spectacle to proceedings. Lastly, the wisdom keeps you rooted in a given spot while attempting quick shoves off as opposed to stopping by with words, but Alaric, embodied by Maria Silvano, calls you forward with intelligent jest wrapped around logical improbability questions, suggesting science and lore while anchoring all fantasy out of impossibility, even as everything tumbles at rapid paces. Their interactions ring with joy for narrative eloquence, a salvo for words best playground in interaction, all appear, letting many peculiar plot courses eke outright by the canon trail side, pure cinematic magic though, all due to sharp break-offs and iron-mouth talent among this digital troupe cut by tales straight through the unique storytelling formulaic vision reserved solely for, of course, Tarantino-inspired lore with added context, dimension, fluid, unbunched humor fully acknowledge. And alongside where Trey jostles put off succinct skills down, squarely and impressive, for down sync both silent, playful methods to strong melodious descriptions, describing off-camera challenges, praising without battle plus feign, crossword bets or extended harmonicas, leading subtle TikToks into uncertain confines, thanks jazzy play low script Lewis Magman closes off, pitting revolve plot with open-ended wild bunch chuck hop phony closures, red lights hold strong atop current chainsaw crit. He dives coming, rather frankly zany, hop back dryly, more so go up pedally, tell my guards still watch, old boring train, death coming earlier evening.
Okay, highlighting sometimes Kirplin's distumblers, yeah. And it breaks it down. Alright, it's even breaking down even further. Let's use gets let's use. Hold gets used, let's use, let's hold, let's use. it's truly breaking down now. Okay, so chunks. Slightly conleaf look trick brown into sharp, but inside bone skin sticks. Let's do that. Okay, I mean that's sufficient. That's sufficient. That's sufficient.
And lastly, let's do the style of Dan Harmon. Endorphin, with his knack for creating vivid, sprawling narratives with well-crafted punchlines, pivots towards a new perspective, one where he mimics the essence of a writer who holds plot threads with ease while sprinkling situational irony and references galore. Dan Harmon, the genius behind shows like Community and Rick and Morty, becomes the voice that shapes the triumphant conclusion of the battle against Xenon. In this depiction, everything gets wrapped up with a tight monologue from Endorphin, something that harmonizes and twists plot elements in unexpected ways, resonating deeply with Harmon's style.
I see what you did there.
He paces with the cadence of an in-universe philosopher, dipping into high drama, pausing for comedic beats, and reminding us all of our relative importance in the grand scope of the simulated universe. Congratulations. Sure, we could do congratulations, but isn't that a construct? Don't all words lack the depth of the shared human experience they try to convey? Still, a necessary evil in a post-war atmosphere like this, when tension is high and explosions are freshly extinguished, is a speech. You deserve one. Congratulations for what? Making it through to... What is this next up? You're gonna take this weird magical loot? Or are we just back to currency again? After all that self-reflection, that find yourself through darkness nonsense, we're just trading beats for blankets? It's funny. Existentially funny, I mean. J.D. Vance, as he soars in the world-famed voice acting arena of this grand, self-aware tapestry woven by Harmon and the animation gurus, does the perfectly JD-esque mature speech with touches of that insecure, cultivated wisdom that is iconic in every Harmon production. But hey, it's the next step, and isn't that what this has been about? Moving forward to whatever that next chaos in your personal growth awaits. You see, we didn't beat Xenon or save Claypool, we beat some arbitrary sense of completion so that we could continue in our quest to never stop, because that's what quests are about, an infinite loop until you find your true enemy, that empty goal line where things can actually just be done. It's brilliant. In Connor Masterson's hilarious comedic rendition of playing Gideon Stormwind, again think post-high concept, just before it goes a little far. From a great episode, some solid writing bits from Harms. Okay, high five, guys. This, yeah, is something. You guys did it. Good job on you guys for destroying our literal barriers to infinite power and destruction. What's next? We each go our separate ways, huh? Did we get self-sabotage raised or something to balance the scales? Did Endorphin think that far ahead?
Nope.
This is the peril of existence post-Gregorial narrativian transformation right here. Thanks, guys. Maria Silvano rounds out this Dan Harmon character quartet perfectly with her soft cynicism, bitter wistfulness about the doomed planet, and long-reached inner survival, all culminated with heaps of soul-bending irony. Guys, just let me get this. One hot dog per victory. Am I right? Do we have post-meta political collapse economics? Have guidelines for whether hoarding scan sales is now counter-revolutionary to personal hoarding here? History holds. Probably so. Like in any authentic episode finale in Harmon's self-contained multiverse plotline run, each section builds off an earlier beat for deep exploration, yet packs in complex layers, driving off an absurd core idea for every episode while still honoring those unique twists and moments in side jokes, fleshing each one out to pure comic perfection and raw gravity of grand decisions. JD gets what you'd expect. He enjoys the unexpected development and growing apathy towards superficial results while pursuing a larger calling. Connor embodies Rick Sanchez but maintains a high empathy capacity throughout despite his passive desensitization, because empathy gets sidelined for keeping basic things real. Maria plays against an easy comedic cliche and adds deeper wisdom, insight, and skepticism without getting pretentious or obvious, creating engaging material while staying on a comedic level. All down thinks author person coming pitch stage lightly calmly look trick brown into shop that wet milk clear fat cuts dark green sides makes room bus on duty days use I cook out with side second knife catch through inside sight sword stop bone skin sticks mix gun nuts small tight thick gen one piece stuck place slice straight blend four chunks bowl let bit up make pass.
And it's just last thing. Let's see what this truly breaks down to. It all breaks down to
hold gets use hold use let's use gets use hold gets use hold use let's use hold use gets gets use hold use gets use hold use let's hold gets let's use hold gets use let's use gets use let's use gets let's hold use hold use let's use hold use gets let's hold use gets let's use hold use gets let's use gets hold use gets let's hold gets use hold gets let's hold use hold use let's use gets hold let's use hold use gets use hold gets let's hold use let's use gets hold let's use hold gets let's hold gets hold gets use.
That's like the primordial soup of the story. all the characters have, one gets to use, one gets to get, one gets to hold, and one gets to let. All right. We're done for now. That was holy fuck 2 hours. I wanted to be concise.